I didn't know you were going to find a way to combine LeBron and gambling. So I apologize for cutting you off.
These are a few of my favorite things.
So LeBron James has not won the MVP award in the last 4 years. Now, we all know he probably should have won 10 of the last 10. Best player in the world, most impactful player in the world. But it looked like he was done winning MVP awards.
Yeah, he shouldn't have won last year, sitting out all those games and everything.
He didn't sit out all that many games. I think he sat out 7 games, but whatever. Last year was
one
his
of them
first.
I was supposed to watch him with the Clippers. He didn't play against the Clippers.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Played against
There's Chris's real bitterness. Last year was the first year in 9 seasons where he finished outside of the top 3 in MVP voting. He was 4th last year. He had 8 straight top 3 finishes. So why would LeBron in year 15, all of a sudden, when he started this offseason, 6th most likely to win the MVP according to Vegas, why would he now be tied for 1st? Well, it's because all of a sudden of the candidates, LeBron has maybe the least accomplished number 2 option. Kevin Durant's a leading candidate. His number 2 option is the guy that was a 2-time MVP. Steph's a candidate. His number 2 option's Kevin Durant. James Harden. All of a sudden, his number 2 option is Chris Paul. Russell Westbrook. All of a sudden, his number 2 option is Paul George. LeBron James. All of a sudden, his number 2 option is in Boston, in Kyrie Irving. Like, does LeBron James have...
And his number 3 option doesn't start till January, and his number 4 option is not a number 4 option. It's back to LeBron.
And so and Kevin Love's still a good player, but the Isaiah being out, the Cavs really relying on LeBron to run the point maybe early on as Derrick Rose gets acclimated, he could put up some of the gaudy stats that could set the conversation in his favor to win his 5th MVP and tie Michael Jordan in that category.
I'm going with King Petty, Kevin Durant.
Oh, man.
Yes. King Petty, he's motivated, pressure off of him, championship intact, MVP of the finals. There is not a series or a sequence of basketball where I saw Kevin Durant play with more confidence. And I believe that what happened in the finals will only empower him. I believe that what happened this offseason, as far as social media and everything, it will be a speed bump. He'll get back to doing what Kevin Durant does better than anyone else. Now, score the basketball, and I think that will lead him to being the MVP 2018.
Does a pro athlete go into a season with a priority of sort of benchmarks that you want to hit? Like, I wonder what's more important to LeBron James, like winning it all or winning the MVP. And I know those are not mutually exclusive, but I wonder if you had to choose.
Oh, if he
obviously he'd want to win.
He would choose the championship. But the MVPs are very important to him.
Tell me why.
Because he knows, he has said it, he is chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan. It's going to be incredibly difficult for him to reach Chris's threshold, which is the 6 rings.
Yes.
So he's going to have to do it in other ways. LeBron's got 4 MVPs. Jordan and Russell have 5. Kareem has 6. That's the list. So, okay, if I get one more MVP, now I've tied Michael in that regard. I'm already going to have passed him in every other category.
But you're a LeBron guy. You're a Michael Jordan guy. If he wins MVP this year, do you inch LeBron closer to Michael Jordan, or is it always going to be about the titles for you?
No. Winning MVP in year 15 would be significant.
But would you bring him up to where you are? You guys have battled on this for a long time over who the best is.
No, he still's not there. I mean, we know that. I mean, I told you my math. In Cleveland, he gets credit for 2 for every one.
Okay.
So, all right. So if he's able to win MVP and win another championship in Cleveland, beating one of the best teams of all time twice, all right? 2 in Miami, 2 in Cleveland. The 2 in Cleveland equal 4, which equals 6. That's that Ohio State, 3 years of math.
See?
Yes.
I want to, going into this offseason, I agreed with you, by the way. I think I said either on this show or on The Herd at some point, my money would have been on Durant going into this offseason. But then so much changed. Most notably, LeBron losing his number 2 option. Now, Isaiah Thomas is a good player, but as Jenna very importantly pointed out, he's going to not be around for the first third of the season, first half of the season. LeBron having to, get acclimated, all of these new teammates, and what appears to be an extra motivated LeBron. The MVP stuff really matters to him. If you even remember when Steph won it, he said, listen, there's a difference between most valuable and best. Like, he was trying to make the point, like, listen, y'all can give this trophy to somebody else, but we all know who the best actually is. On your Durant point, Durant would enter pretty hollowed ground. Only 13 guys have at least 2 MVPs. Durant's got the one. A whole bunch of guys have won one MVP. Durant would win being joined Steph and Steve Nash and a bunch of other guys that have, 13 other guys that have 2 or more.
Does LeBron know how much you like him?
No.
Hold up.
Does LeBron know that you're obsessed with him? I'm just curious.
Okay, so Jenna, this is now the first real fracture in our relationship.
Oh.
So I would like, because I feel like you are speaking
like
for some of the audience here, and so now I would like to address them via you.
Okay, go ahead.
I talk about sports for a living. I happen to be talking about sports during an era of the greatest athlete in the history of the world. So I would be negligent in my job if I ignored this. I would imagine, like, if I was a physics talk show host in 1920, I'd probably talk about Einstein a lot. Like, these are these things that are the prerequisites for what I do for a living. It's not about an obsession. It's about a respect for greatness. That's
You know
all.
what this is?
It
is a big old heart. It's right there.
You should read those words.
Coming up.
Jenna, LeBron knows.
He knows. Does he know?
He knows.
Let's get him on the show.
Good show, guys.
Dear LeBron,
See you guys. Goodbye.
I'm out.
come on the show.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.